Hi, my name is Attorney Walter of Hnot III. We're going to be going to the top 200 Social Security disability questions that you're likely to hear at an administrative law judge hearing, all while Sweetie, my chubby little piggy dog, who weighed in at 60 pounds, which is a lot for her age, very young, still growing, and a little rhinoceros. So we're going to be going to question 22. Was there an event after birth that caused you to become disabled, such as a car accident, or was the severity of your disabilities brought on gradually? Okay, so this question basically goes into, and it's a more, complex question because there's multiple points in it. They're looking to say, is your alleged onset date a moment in time that we can easily see? Was there a car accident? Was there an accident at work? Did you break your knee doing something? Did you break your back doing something? Yada, yada, yada. Vis-a-vis one of these situations of, the classic is anxiety or depression or, bipolar or some sort of, thing. What we're looking at here is, was there a gradual growing of the thing becoming worse and worse? Okay, so let me split it up like this. Let's say anxiety. I started to have anxiety, then I started to have little panic attacks, and I had more panic attacks, and I had bigger panic attacks, and it keeps going forward, right? Okay, and that's fine. That is your gradual starting, right? That's where you have to tell a little bit of backstory, give a little bit of timeline so people understand exactly what's going on. So having your mind ready to go for those impairments that which are not straightforward, where it's not, boom, a moment in time, the bullet was fired. For those impairments where there's a stretching back, a longitudinal line, if you will, into the timeline, you have to make sure you know those timeline figures, those years ahead of time. Okay, and then you have the other option, which is like PTSD. I was raped on this day. I was shot on this day. I went to go look at that, plane accident as a firefighter on this day. That's basically what we're looking at for that type of question. It's breaking down your most severe impairment, and specifically, is this something that was gradual, or we got to figure out the alleged onset date? When did she become severe? Did she ever become severe enough? Versus the car accident. Car accident ones, boom, we know the exact date and time of the problem, but we don't know how well you're going to improve. So it's one of these deals. You're really bad and then not as bad, and now you're somewhere around here. As you get older, it starts to climb. So then we have to look at the situation and say, okay, where's this person at now? When did they become severe? Did they become not severe at some point? Where do we place the alleged onset date? So that is number 22 of the top 200 Social Security disability questions that you're likely to hear in a Social Security disability hearing. All right. My name is Attorney Walter of Hnot III. If you want the most up-to-date information, shoot me an email, subscribe, feed me 5-star reviews, Google, Avo, Better Business Bureau, and then also, super duper duper important, I go live every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m., and you can catch up with me then. All right. Have an absolutely wonderful day. I'll catch up with you a little bit later, and we'll go from there. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.